I've worked from home for the last 5 years, actually my entire corporate career, and I finally figured out what my favorite part of it is. It's the fact that no matter how much stress I'm dealing with at work, the second that I look up from my computer, I look around my house, none of it matters. None of it exists anymore. It has been so helpful to reframe that in my brain and remind myself that I exist outside of this laptop, and there are more important things to me that exist outside of the stress that goes on in this tiny little screen. The second that I look up or get up from my desk, which usually is a desk, but I'm recovering from surgery right now, so I feel so much better. It's so important to disconnect for just a brief moment to refresh your energy, clear your brain, and just remind yourself that outside of this tiny little device here, none of it matters. It can all go away in a second if you just get up. Like, I've worked way too hard to create a comforting, peaceful place that I love to call home.
It's so funny because in the caption it says, I can't make this up. I was laid off 20 minutes after recording this video. I remember when working from home used to be a privilege. Like it was something that was exciting. It was an opportunity. Now people had grown to where it was an expectation and that it wasn't looked at as a privilege. It was like, huh, my life exists outside of this laptop and stuff. Working from home just wasn't even a thing when I was growing up. And then everybody started working from home. I myself had worked from home and I was appreciative of working from home. And I would even go back into the office. And now there are people literally getting laid off while they're working from home. And one of the ways that I told people that they needed to avoid this was A, don't put yourself in a position to where you expected or adjusted your life to working from home. B, you still wanted to go into the office and make sure that you're seen because if they don't see you, they don't count you. They don't look at you as important. They're not going to quantify on an individual basis. And I don't care whatever your review is or what your review said or how awesome you thought that you were. They're not going to quantify or qualify you as great because they can't physically talk to you or interact with you or see your face. And it makes a huge difference. And now you getting laid off, which could have possibly been avoided. I'm not saying entirely that it is, but it quite possibly could have been avoided. But now you have all the time in the world to exist within your laptop and focus on just being you. You know what I'm saying?